Hello, my starfish friends. You're back again so soon. Odd. Well, let's see what's going on with you. So, obviously, this is the water element. And the starfish is hiding from me in the book. There we go. Beautiful, alluring, superficial, or shallow. The starfish is a natural and exquisite beauty, mesmerizing to all. Being around someone with starfish energy is a thrill, like you've been put under a spell of divinity itself. The problem is these creatures have been reliant on how they look and what other people think of them for so long that they may have forgotten their deeper callings. When this card appears, it's important to ask, am I being swayed by outward appearances? What dreams have I put aside to please others? And who am I really? All right, just for reference, I think the starfish is a sort of fire in water kind of creature. Let's see. When in balance, uplifting, artistic, expressive. When out of balance, gossips and feels empty. To bring into balance, positive friends. The influence of friends has been coming up a lot lately. All right, now then. For your tea leaf cards, you got 7 today, so table, hard work ahead. And, of course, these are here to help you determine whether or not this is your reading, so they should be familiar in some way. Chair empty, someone is leaving your life, and bat, take care, enemies are working against you. Hopefully you're not being paranoid, but it's not paranoia if it's true, right? Then we have diamond and pineapple. You will be receiving or giving a precious gift. And we have pineapple, reconciliation. So perhaps you see reconciliation as a precious gift. We also have purse, pay attention to your finances. And ring, a union will take place, either romantic or business. And of course, the hard work ahead card. So, if that all made sense to you, stick around. All right, why are you here? Oh, the cards are not coming out today. King of Wands. That was very odd how that came out. But yes, I could definitely see you being the King of Wands. Fire element. Wow, now they're coming out. We have 5 of Swords, which is self-sabotage in the upright. So this is ongoing. And Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You may be sabotaging, if you are this King of Wands, you may be sabotaging your own material well-being, or the beginning of a material enterprise. Preventing yourself from planting the seeds you need to get started. This is interesting. We have a Page of Cups. And the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so the King of Wands. This is somebody who is charismatic and warm and charming. Impatient with responsibility. Really just wants to get moving. May have a strong desire to travel. And really doesn't want to be king. Impatience with all the responsibilities and rules and so on of life. But the Wheel of Fortune has turned. And perhaps this Page of Cups has come into your life. The Page of Cups being someone who is young or immature, especially in the area of emotions. Not a lot of emotional maturity there. They're just beginning to learn about their own emotions, no matter what their age is. Now we have the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. Perhaps there's been a breakthrough here for this Page of Cups. Or perhaps, all of the court cards describe an aspect of the personality. So a healthy person has all of these aspects. That's why the gender doesn't matter, because the feminine and masculine are arbitrary, made up ideas that don't have anything to do with the reality of being human, or at least very little to do with it. Now, additionally, someone can be more developed, more mature in one area, and less developed and less mature in another area. So, being the Page of Cups, you could be the King of Wands. You could be the Page of Cups, as in just learning about your own emotions, learning about emotional intelligence, emotional regulation. And you could also be the Knight of Pentacles, someone who is slowly moving towards perhaps material stability, intelligence, developing some of the skills that are required for success in the material world. There may be a divine inspiration acting on you in your life, inspiring your direction. Oh, now we have the King of Swords. What on earth is going on here? You may be working on a lot right now. The King of Swords is someone who has the ability to see things as they are and to be very calm, cool, collected, Spock-like. They're going to approach things first from an intellectual point of view. So they will think things through. They will gather facts. They will try to see the truth of the situation before they make a decision or take an action. So now we have the Two of Wands, somebody who is thinking, planning, not ready to act because they are still making a plan. That fits in with the King of Swords. This is interesting. So what this King of Swords is planning on taking action toward is self-development. Investing in the self. That's very interesting. All right. I think that describes where you are at. But what do you need to know? What do you need to hear? What would help you most? Well, I'm not sure how this helps, but apparently you are in a tangled situation. Metamorphosis is happening or is required. Oops. Be present. So look for the good things in life. Whatever your life may be like right now, there are always possibilities. Things that can be enjoyed. Could be something very small. A beautiful scene out your window. A piece of music. Something that gives you lightness of being, lifts you out of negativity. And since you are apparently going through a metamorphosis, this should be getting easier to do. So, you are alchemizing your circumstances. As difficult as they may be, you're finding a way to make something out of nothing. Or something out of what you have previously considered a very tangled up situation. You are a problem solver. Resourceful, clever, adaptive, creative, entrepreneur. And your inner guidance is coming online, which will make you more resourceful. All right, now we have some problems here. Something about your status and gossip and inner demons. Okay. Yes, all those things have to be dealt with. Whether you have been that kind of person or you have that kind of person around you, a blabbermouth, a gossip, manipulative, untrustworthy, talking behind your back. And then we have power struggles, assertive, possessive, inner demons, all tied to status. And you being the starfish person, you would be very concerned with status, appearances, that kind of thing. Well, that's going to be a challenge for you. Possibly ADHD, a need to focus in any case. Communication may be difficult. Oh, yeah. I say communication may be difficult, and what comes out? The drum. A need to be bold and express yourself. And yet, red flags. So that may be something that's very scary for you. Maybe there have always been possibly very good reasons for you not to express yourself. Whatever the reason, I think you are finding self-expression to be risky. Not really surprising if you have a blabbermouth, gossip, backstabber around you. I would definitely keep things to myself in those circumstances. False start, poor timing. What's that about? Something about execution, cause and effect. The butterfly effect. All right, so definitely wanting to start over again with someone or something, perhaps your entire life. But it says awakening, so yeah, you had metamorphosis, so you could definitely be having an awakening going on here. I find most of my viewers are going through awakenings of one kind or another. So, yeah, a radical break from the past, an aha moment, some sort of revelation, epiphany, enlightenment. Revelation. I said revelation. Never mind. I really meant it. I think revelation is a better word than enlightenment. So you are undergoing deep changes, and right now, I think some alone time would be in your best interest. Time alone. Attitude is everything. Calm, cool, and collected. Confident. I think they mean solitary. It says solidarity. That doesn't make sense. I think it should be solitary, independent. Did you have codependency come out? I think you did. So, breaking free of that codependency is a very worthwhile thing to work on. A radical break from the past, deep changes, forced changes perhaps. But you've had revelations about what's going on, or you will have them. By what's going on, I mean yourself. How you've been living your life, who you are, how you want to continue living your life. Those are good things to know. You should take time to consider that, especially if you have some not so good people around you. I'm feeling the shaman cards for you today. So let's see what we get. What is your advice? We'll go with 2 or 3. 3, okay. Tree of life. Look at that tree, it's got legs. And eagle. All right, numbers are 61, 58, and 16. Oh, 61 and 16. Mirror numbers. Starting with water, because it came out first. The essence. Water symbolizes purification, regeneration, birth, revival, and cleansing. And of course, you are the starfish. So, water element creature. It signifies an evolutionary shift from former self to new self. Many myths around the world speak of a great flood and the new life that is revealed after a deluge. Water begins without boundaries. Then, as soon as form has separated itself from water, it comes under the laws of time and life, thus acquiring limitations. The invitation: when water arrives, you're invited to watch your emotions. Know they are going to be changeable and do not settle on a conclusion at this time. If you feel joy, feel that fully. If you feel sad, allow sadness to move through you. Water invites you to see the ebb and flow of events and trust you can ride the wave of opportunity when it arrives. Natural flow is here. Go with it. The medicine. This is a time for cleansing unwanted energy and sticky feelings. Consider this: what water does to the flesh, it does in sacred ritual to the spirit. The spiritual cleansing, like baptism, is the opportunity to get an instantaneous experience of the timeless, non-ordinary reality in which all true creation takes place. Now is also a time that is pregnant with potential for you. Carl Jung talked about the maternal, womb-like significance of water as a universal symbol. Water represents the potentiality of existence. It precedes and sustains every creation. Emergence from it is manifestation. Immersion in it is dissolution of form. Because of this, it symbolizes regeneration. Make way for the process. You can expect it to be messy, but worth it. Yeah, I think that's where you're at. I'm going to read 16 now because you got mirror numbers here. Eagle, the essence. Eagle comes from the east, the place of the rising sun of new beginnings. She soars high in the sky, sees the smallest detail with clarity without losing track of the bigger picture, and nests in the high mountains. For Eagle, there are no obstacles, only opportunities. She calls you to ascend, to acquire perspective, so you can fly wing to wing with great spirit. The invitation, have you become trapped in your daily routine and feel you do not know where to go and what to do next? Have you lost your sense of purpose? Eagle invites you to take a deep breath and spread your wings. When was the last time you opened them? Eagle reminds you that your spirit was born to soar to the heavens. As you contemplate choices, ask yourself, do I want to live in a chicken coop, sheltered from life, counting the regular feedings? Or do I want to soar like an eagle? If your answer is the latter, then you must accept Eagle's invitation and embrace the courage that will help you choose freedom. The medicine. It is time to see through the eyes of Eagle. Let your vision of the whole and of its parts become laser-like and set your priorities straight. What did you come to do in this life? Did you come to climb up the ladder of financial or social success? Did you come to be a better person, to heal your heart? And to realize your essential self? What is your divine mission here on earth? No more excuses. Of course, you do not have enough time, enough money, or enough sleep. Yet the time is now to fly to your chosen purpose. If you postpone it, you are betraying yourself. Look through the eyes of Eagle and consider every obstacle an opportunity. Where you set your intention is where you'll end up. Free yourself and live your highest destiny. Fly. And 58, Tree of Life. Okay. The Tree of Life is a sacred symbol throughout the Americas. Its deep roots reach into the lower world, the unconscious, while its branches reach to the heavens, the source of destiny. To be whole in your life's journey, it is important to have deep roots and high branches. A tall tree with shallow roots falls in the first wind, but a tree with deep roots can weather any storm. The invitation to find health and balance in your life, reflect on how you dance with your actions, your thoughts, and your feelings. If you are too much in your thinking head or in a world of fantasies and daydreaming, connect more with your roots and physical body. If you are caught in mechanical doing and you are feeling stuck, not able to imagine a better life for yourself, open yourself to be inspired by the heavens. Let your roots and branches be aligned with your heart's longings. The medicine. What nutrients do you need to add to your soil to grow strong? The seed of the oak will not grow on barren ground or without the light of the sun. What dreams do you want to awaken to create a mindful destiny? Reflect on how you want to blossom, the kind of fruit you want to produce, and where you want to sow your new seeds. Be a conscious creator. So, feelings. So we have cups, water, feelings, and eagle, air, clarity of mind. And perhaps finding a way to connect the two of them with this tree. I am wishing you all the best, as always. Till next time.